All right, you guys, welcome to the call tonight. We're going to be chatting all about momentum, what it is, how we're going to create it, or how we're going to continue it. Because there's a lot of people that are struggling with getting it going, other people that are scared of losing it. My best tips and tricks to kind of get that moving in the right direction and keep it going, because momentum works in two ways, right? It can either be momentum towards the things that you don't want, or it can be momentum towards the things that you do want. Either way, it's going to compile, just like good energy and bad energy, right? And so we're going to go through all of that here in a little bit, but we're going to start with a couple of announcements first. I'm pretty sure that everybody that's on here has been through these calls before, but just in case you're newer here or coming back after a while being gone, we're going to talk through some announcements and then I'll jump into the topic. And then at the end, I will go through any questions and answers you guys have. You're welcome to put anything in the chat along the way. Unmute yourself, ask questions as we go. If I get choppy because my internet sucks, just let me know. Please take a terrible screenshot of my frozen face and send it to me. That would be super. You guys are great about that. But as far as some announcements go, assessments will be completed and returned to you by tomorrow in the First Form app. If you have not gotten that back yet, or if you turn one in yet tonight, I will also be announcing our Family Feud winners tomorrow. So that's been super fun all week to see you guys submitting answers. The yoga one's so good. That's going to be great. But I will announce the winners of that tomorrow, get you guys some fun little things sent your way. And then we also have a new opportunity for winning some more gift cards this week. Wanted to give back a lot this week and wanted to like get you guys active in the group and keep you engaged. So what we are doing is it's going to be kind of like a Super Bowl card buy thing where you have like the boxes that you buy. So basically there's 35 squares and it'll go up in the morning. There's going to be a post with this 35 squares in the morning and they're all labeled 1 through 35. And then it's going to be $5 a square. You can buy as many squares as you want to. And you'll just put in the comments, right? I'm going to go first come, first serve of who chooses which numbers. And you tell me which numbers you want. And then you can pay me via PayPal or Venmo. And then I already have predetermined which squares are the winners, but there's going to be three $50 gift card winners that are just in there. They're random numbers that I like closed my eyes and pointed to, and those are going to be our three winners. So then after all of the squares are purchased, I will announce which squares were the winners and I'll send you each a $50 gift card. Or if you happen to be lucky enough to guess more than one of the squares that is one of the winners, then you get 2 or 3 $50 gift cards. So we shall see how that goes. But that's going to be coming up tomorrow. So you guys will see that. So if you want to participate in that, have a chance to win that $50 gift card, you are welcome to claim as many squares as you like on that board. First come, first serve. So it'll all go in comments and whose comes up first. Also, tomorrow is your last chance to pre-order the NH Fitness socks, and we'll be putting in that pre-order on Thursday morning. So if you want to get in on those, you're welcome to do so. They are in the website. Let's see if this goes through. Perfect. If you go to my website link and then go to NHF merch, I think is what it says. It'll have all of the new apparel and the NH Fitness pre-order socks. So you can grab those if you want to. I'm definitely getting a pair or two for myself, as well as a pair for Shay. They are bright teal blue. They're kind of funky looking and they're fun. And I'm really excited to wear them all fall because I love fun socks like that. So I'm excited for that. But if you want to get those, you can definitely get in there and do that. Also announced yesterday, and there's a number of you that are already taking advantage of this, so I'm really excited for it. We are doing like a stocking stuffer / under the tree type surprise thing. So many of us end up doing our own Christmas shopping or stuffing our own stockings. There we go. And like for me, it's always those little snowball M&Ms. This is not PSA, please do not send me these because I have zero control around the snowball M&Ms. They are white chocolate peanut butter white chocolate pretzel covered M&Ms. They are so good. And they only come out around Christmas. So please don't send them to me. I will purchase enough of them for myself. But I know that a lot of us like to buy our own things to put into our stockings and under the tree because well, we just don't want to tell people what we want. We just go get what we want. And so if you want to get something to throw into your stocking and have something be a little bit of a surprise, or put something under your tree and have it be a little bit of a surprise, I do have different tiers per se of these stocking and tree gifts that you can purchase for yourself. So there's a $20 one that'll kind of fit into your stocking. I'll send it in a cute little bag. You could just slide it right into your stocking. And then the other ones will come in like a box size and you put that right underneath the tree. There's a $30 option and a $40 option. I have some people buying like others for gifts. I have somebody who bought one for herself for Christmas and asked if I could change it and she could buy a second one for herself for her birthday. I've said, sure, why not? Let's go for it. So if you have, things that you want with that, I'm happy to do that. Just send me your requests. But what I'm doing with that is PayPal or Venmo, or if you're one of the people that doesn't use those, you want to send me a check, we can work that out. And I just add a little bit of shipping based on which one you choose and where you're located. And then I will send those out like in bulk this weekend and then next week, and it'll just be a fun little option. So if you want to check that out, let me know. There's a post in the group and there's a little Google Drive link that you can fill out, and then I'll get a hold of you and we can go from there as far as that purchase goes. But aside from that, the new platform is due to release a week from Monday. Woo, here we go. I was just talking to Jenna about that. I have got so much to do, but I have been so busy doing all of our programming. This is like full of all of our programming, and I am uploading all of the demo videos. Jenna's going to do a bunch of demo videos for us as well. Jamie is doing some follow along 30-minute videos that'll be new every single week for you guys too. So that'll be super fun. But we're working on all of those things. They're going to be all up and ready to rock and roll for you on that 27th. So there's going to be 3 different tiers of options in there. There's going to be a variety of different programs ready to rock and roll for you as well. And we're going to be building more programs into it as we go. Let's see. Oh, there's also going to be an annual option too. If you want to save a little bit and buy the whole year up front, then you can absolutely do that too. It's totally up to you. And then you can bounce between those tiers as we go, just to bring you guys up to speed in case you weren't caught up on that. If you have not signed up to be notified for that, let me know, shoot me a message, and I'll send you the link to just fill out the form so that way you get notified as soon as it drops and it's ready to go. Aside from that, I just wanted to remind you guys, please share about our group, our awesome community, right? Share about the things that you're learning with us, your successes, like the recipes that you found that you loved, or the workouts that you're enjoying, the calls that we do, anything like that. Please do, send over or share those types of things. Share the posts, talk to your friends about it. When you're getting together for Thanksgivings and events and potlucks and such, if these types of things come up and people are looking for ways to find help when they're ready, like send them our way. I really want to help as many people as I really possibly can. And now that we're creating our own platform, I can really customize it to however we want to do it. So I'm really thrilled to be able to help all of you in your own way. So there's that. So please do share away. That's the biggest thing, like share it. But now we're going to talk all about momentum. And I thought that it would be very fitting to start the talk on momentum with the definition. So the definition of momentum is strength or force that is gained by motion or by a series of events, right? So the main piece that I really want you to understand from that, momentum comes after you've started doing tasks that bring you closer to your goal, right? Momentum is not something that starts from zero, right? It doesn't go from 0 to I am rock star status, right? We start slow and we start rolling in the right direction. That's how we begin. And so therefore momentum also creates that motivation to keep going. Remember, the motivation, it's going to be something that comes after you're already doing the things that cause motivation to keep going. Momentum is going to come from those things that cause momentum to keep building. So we have to be doing the tasks that build the momentum, that build the motivation to go in the right direction. And those tasks don't need to be as difficult or overwhelming or anything that so many of us put on them. So creating momentum, if you're starting from scratch or you're starting over and you feel like you're just at the bottom of the bucket, right? Start every day with a win. Maybe that is making your bed. Maybe that is drinking water first thing when you get out of bed. Maybe that's walking or a workout or stretching. Maybe that is having a plan for the day laid out, right? You know what your schedule looks like and you know when you have to do X, Y, and Z to get kids here, to get yourself there, and to accomplish all the stuff on your to-do list. Have some way to start off your day with at least one win. Doesn't matter how small it is. Start with a win. When you can start with a win, you can build on more wins. Starting with that win is going to set you up to have more wins through the day and keep that momentum rolling in the right direction. How many times have you hit the snooze button and then all of a sudden you slept in and now you're starting your day kind of in a rush and kind of a loss because you're not starting with the right momentum. You're starting the momentum going backwards, right? Whereas if you would have just gotten up with that first alarm like you told yourself you would, then you wouldn't be in the situation that you're in right now. You would have gotten all of your stuff done and it would have been peachy keen, right? So those are the types of things I want you to think about, right? If you're starting from scratch on momentum and you feel like you're starting over, start with small wins. What are the small things that you can do to start your day winning so that way you can make your wins bigger and bigger and bigger through the day? So really your step one is going to be set up your morning the night before so you can really start your day with your best foot forward. So what does that look like for you? How can you start your day the night before? Can you fill up your water bottle if that's your thing the night before? Can you lay out your clothes the night before? Can you write out your schedule the night before? Can you pack lunches the night before? What can you do to make your morning more seamless so that you actually get the stuff done that you want to get done in the morning? You could start those days with a win. Now for those of you that are continuing with your momentum and you're afraid that you're going to lose it because chaos is about to ensue and you're going to have a million people at your house or you're traveling or the kids are going to be on break and they drive us crazy or whatever happens, right? You may already have a good routine going, and it's working well for you, but your travel, your holiday foods, or your commitments are the concern for keeping it rolling. So even while traveling or even while I'm off my normal routine, something that I always do is I always start my day, no matter what, with drinking water every single day. Whether I'm at mom and dad's, I'm in a hotel, I'm at home, I'm at a friend's house, I'm at the investor retreat. Whatever I'm doing, I'm starting that morning by drinking water. And that is my main first win every single day. So maybe that's your first win. It doesn't have to be that you get all of the same routine pieces every single day in order to keep your momentum rolling, right? We just need to start your day every single day with some sort of a win, even if it's not the same routine that you've been in, to keep your momentum from going backwards, right? We need to keep at least moving a little bit forward. It may not be a full on roll forward, but we're going to keep inching forward instead of going completely backwards, right? We don't want to do all this work to get all the way up to the top of the hill and just fall backwards. So that's what I want you guys really focusing on is what are those little tiny wins that you're doing right now every day? Maybe yours isn't water. Maybe yours is reading a book. Maybe yours is laying out clothes. Maybe yours is packing lunches the night before. Okay, cool. Do that even while you're gone or traveling or whatever. What can you do to maintain some control in your consistency in your life in the morning, even when you're staying at your mom and dad's house, right? What do those things look like for you so you can continue feeling like you're making wins that day? And I say mom and dad's house because that's where I'm going to be next week. It's really going to keep your routine moving in the right direction and it's going to keep it moving in the right direction. Like I said, instead of moving backwards. Remember, routine doesn't have to mean it's the same type of workouts, same type of movement for it to count. A lot of people get concerned when they travel because you can't go to your regular gym or you can't go to your CrossFit box or you can't go to your personal trainer that week or whatever the case may be. A lot of you work out at home. So maybe you're, not in your regular home gym. You're working out somewhere else in a hotel room or something like that. And you get concerned because you can't do the same exact workout routine that you typically do. That's my point. It doesn't have to be the same workout routine. Go for a walk, go for a jog, do a body weight workout. You don't even need to take bands with you to get an effective workout. Just intentionally move every day. You're still going to be in a great workout routine unless you're planning to compete in some sort of competition in the upcoming month. You can go somewhere and not have your normal routine, your normal workouts, And you can still maintain your positive momentum by intentionally moving appropriately, right? Like go for a walk. It doesn't even need to be intense. I go for like 3 or 4 10 to 15 minute walks when I stay at my mom and dad's house. One, I need to breathe. So I go for a 10 to 15 minute walk up and down their road. And they have these really nice neighbors with these large dogs that like to chase me. And I say, stay. And those little suckers don't stay. They're not used to seeing humans on that road. But we just pray that I can outrun them, which we know I cannot. So let's hope they don't bite me in the butt this year either. But I will just say, like, get out there and move, right? Just like go get some movement in. Maybe there is a gym that you can drop into. Rob and I, when we go back to my mom and dad's, it's like one of my favorite times to go work out, honestly. I love working out in my home gym, but we have an Anytime Fitness pass, and Rob and I go on like day dates to the gym every single day that we're back, because then we go work out together and we never get to do that while we're here. So it's kind of a fun opportunity to go somewhere else, meet someone new, do something together that we don't usually get to do. So while your routine might look different, it doesn't mean that it has to go backwards. That's my main piece right there. Let's see here. Next, food can be so hard when we travel, or especially for holidays, and the chaos ensues, and there's snacks everywhere, and pies and cookies and all the things. And it's like you feel like you're going to lose control of it because you lose track of time, you lose track of all the things. But just going into it, accepting that you likely won't have full control of at least one meal per day while you're there, if you're traveling for multiple days, or one meal of the day while you're at wherever for this event, just accept that you're not going to have full control over that. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect every single meal. We can still make the best choices possible leading up to and after the meal, and we can enjoy said meal, even if it includes pie and cookies. It's totally okay, you guys. If you want your glass of wine, have your glass of wine. What I'm telling you is you don't need to have all of the cheese and cracker tray and all of the cookies and like every single slice of pie and the whole bottle of wine. You don't need to do all the things, right? Even if you did do all the things, you're still going to be fine, but it's not going to be making you feel very good, right? So if we want to still feel good and enjoy ourselves and keep our momentum rolling in the right direction, what you can do is control everything else leading up to that. Right. So keep things in a normal routine as much as possible. So for instance, if you start every morning with protein coffee, take some scoops of protein with you and have protein coffee wherever you're at. Take your little frother with you and mix it up. It's totally fine. You're still having the same kinds of foods wherever you're at, right? Rob and I will stop at the little grocery store that's in town next to the gym, and we grab some of our essentials that we like know mom and dad aren't going to have. And we grab those, and those are like our snacks or little meals or breakfast or whatever while we're there. And then we enjoy the big meal that mom throws together because it's like a smorgasbord. And then we move on with life, and it's totally fine. Try and stick to protein and minimally processed foods throughout the day. Enjoy mom's potatoes or her rolls or her sweet potatoes covered in marshmallows or whatever your thing is for your family. Enjoy those things. But leading up to the meal, we don't have to have all the other stuff, a little bit. Enjoy the protein pieces and try to keep the processed foods to a minimum, except for at that meal. And you can totally still make positive momentum, positive progress, and still enjoy all the things that you would at a normal Thanksgiving or any holiday event or any event in general. And then the other thing that I also wanted to point out is momentum doesn't mean that you have to like stay completely disciplined or that you skip all of your holiday traditions. I don't want you to go to your family event and have you be sitting there while Grandma Susie looks at you wondering why you aren't touching her cookies that she worked so hard on that you always enjoy, right? Like, don't go there and be a piece of like cutout of you. Like, enjoy your family. I'm not saying you have to stay completely disciplined while you're there in order for your momentum to continue, right? We don't have to be so black and white. We need to have some gray space. So enjoy some gray space on events and things like that. Momentum means that you stick to your basic wins daily and making intentional choices. So, that's, you starting your day with your water and going for a good walk, right? That's still you making wins that day. That's you still making your bed while you're not at home, or maybe you don't make your bed at home. I don't know what you do, but follow your normal routines as much as you can. Still start your days with wins, and that's going to help you so much more, not only to stay on track, but to feel better mentally, physically, and to get back into your groove as soon as you do get home. All really, really good things to remember, recall, and put into practice. I did have someone ask this morning for me to go over some quick tips for like traveling with a carry-on for over a week. I don't know of anyone that can that can travel with just a carry-on for a week. That ain't me. Unless you're taking me to a home that has a full grocery list in the fridge and a washer and dryer. I am not traveling with a carry-on for a week trip. But with that being said, what I would say is if that is the case, and I would assume you are staying somewhere that has laundry, because I don't know how you would pack for a week with a carry-on, but bring 2 sets of clothes for workouts and a good set of shoes that you can go outside in. You can easily get some workouts done, jogs, walks, body weight workouts in a park, whatever that looks like, doing that. And then you can wash the opposite sets of clothes, throughout the week. Totally good there. Stay protein and minimally processed food focused, right? You're traveling at an airport, don't go for the pre-done like sandwiches and all of the packaged crap in the stores or whatever. Like, go for like the beef jerky or the Greek yogurt or the string cheese or the hard boiled eggs, right? Go for foods that you can actually recognize the form of. That's going to be your best bet there. And if you can, when you get to said destination, try and stop in grocery stores or those types of like small grocery stores or whatever, and grab some of your essentials that way instead of stopping always in like restaurants or gas stations for your foods. You'll be able to actually grab some of your normal staples in smaller amounts, and that way you can eat some of your normal foods that you will last you just that few days. That's super helpful. And then bring your favorite water bottle with you is another one. So that way you can always keep it full while you're traveling. And I have even gone so far as to pack a small insulated, like cooler bag that folds, so that way if you are out and about or you're like going between places, you can easily grab some ice and throw whatever's cold in there and keep it cold for the day if you're going for a hike or something like that. Gives you some options that way too, and then it easily folds right back into your carry-on when you're done using it. So those are my best suggestions if you're traveling super light. But yeah, that's what I have, you guys. So what questions do we have on this or on anything else?
Yeah, I was gonna say something, and I have no camera, which is really annoying. We'll figure that out afterwards.
Yeah.
If you're traveling by plane, one thing that I've found, pre-measure out like your reds and greens into either bags or whatever you put them in, and then put it inside the shaker cup that you're gonna mix them up in. Because that'll fit a lot fast, a lot like easier, and you don't have to worry about them exploding all over your stuff. And then you also have your shaker cup with you. So that was a huge one for me that I did. And I like shoved like my micro factor packs. I just like shoved it all into one blender bottle and then was able to have it with me.
Yeah, that works really, really well. I've even gone so far as to bring my handheld frother into the airport with me, and I mixed up my protein coffee sitting at the bar. I've done that for sure. No judgment. I'd suggest maybe doing an iced coffee. It's a little bit easier. That way you don't have to have the milk frother and everybody wonders what the hell you're pulling out of your bag that is vibrating and shaking. Nope, it's just a milk frother. Don't mind me. But anyway, before I blush, I will let you guys roll unless you have any further questions. I'm glad you'll have a washer and dryer, Kristen. That's wonderful. All right, cool. Well, I'll let you guys go. If you think of any other questions or you need anything or you need any of those links for any of those forums, just let me know. Happy to help with whatever you guys need. And I love you all, and I will talk to you all later on. Have a good night.